Are men truly simple? I've gotten a lot of comments like, men are simple, right? Like, we're not complex. So when I talk about nervous system regulation and healing or fixing your relationships or improving your nervous system to be able to have more connection, I get a lot of men are simple creatures. Well, first, let's define simple. So we're using the same term. I'm going to overly simplify this to hit as close to home as I possibly can. And we'll just say that men are simple creatures that just want peace. Right? We could say that's for everyone. But let's really get into what simple means. Y'all are not simple. Nobody is. Y'all have brains, y'all have life experiences, you have stressors. If you have stress, you're not simple, right? So you may want peace, but you're the one who's disrupting your peace. And I know a lot of y'all just went, no, she did, and she took everything, or my wife just nagged, and I just want to be on a boat fishing. I just want peace in my household. Great. Guess what? You are outsourcing your peace to another person. And now why do you do that? From childhood. Why? Because you had experiences in childhood that your nervous system is wired to reenact as an adult. It's fun. So this is not about you being simple. It's about you being uneducated on your internal world. And I don't necessarily blame you, because that is a lot of conditioning, especially for men in the millennial Gen X era, that society tells you your emotions make you vulnerable. They make you weak. They make you a liability, right? Especially if you've had any sort of first responder or military training that is beat into you, because there is some truth to that if you take a second to think about how you feel, somebody dies. But that we're not in combat at home. In fact, if you want relationships, guess what? That involves feelings, and not just the good ones. It involves all the feelings, and relationships are going to trigger your childhood shit, and you can keep projecting that onto your partner and making them the wrong one, which is fine, but that's not going to protect your peace. That is not going to make your life any more simple, and that's going to make going out on the boat and escape from the reality that your home is. Wouldn't you rather your home be peaceful? Well, you can't know what a peaceful home feels like until you know what peace is in your body. And if your body is getting triggered, aka elevated, aka stressed out, anxious, angry, spiteful, fearful, worrying when you are in relationships, that's just a sign that you got some shit to heal. And the more that you default to, I'm a simple creature and I just want peace, you are outsourcing your peace to your partner, which means they're another human, right? They have their own experiences, they have their own traumas, they have their own healing work to do, but you will never feel peace in partnership if you are constantly outsourcing it to somebody else, saying, you're the source of my peace. And if you don't give it to me, I'm going to go isolate myself, right? I'm going to go find peace when I'm not stimulated at all, which no judgment for that, but that is a very lonely way to live. And we are creatures of community. We need community, right? Can you imagine what it would be like to be in a very understanding relationship where you guys could co-regulate, meaning you're having a stressful day and you're not tanking your partner and your partner's not making it worse, but that you guys can work through the stress, whether you need some space for that and they support that, whether you need to talk about it, whether you just need to kind of distract yourself and go get a reach around. Do you? But when you say that you're simple, you are robbing yourself of the lessons that your nervous system is trying to teach you, which is you're not, in fact, simple. You are complex. You have thoughts, you have hormones, you have stimuli from your outside environment that triggers the nervous system. That happens for every human, regardless of gender. So the more that you can understand that, the more you can understand your own world, the more control you have over what you experience. And the point of life is not to avoid discomfort all the time. You can try that. That's how you end up as a drug addict. That's how you end up in just constantly numbing and distracting and trying to just seek dopamine hits the whole time. But if you can look at that stressors or pain has a purpose to teach you more about yourself, and you learn about yourself and you stop defaulting to giving your self-worth and your sense of peace and your sense of purpose to everything and everyone outside of you, you will find that you are more content and more peaceful inside. And so you don't need these escapes. You don't need these cycles that you're in that are destructive, unhealthy, or just flat out not peaceful. You can start to regulate yourself more, and the outside world affects you less. So if you want to learn how to do that, hit me up in the DMs. Happy to share more details about it. And hey, my name's Tara, and I'm on a mission to create a self-aware army. It's lonely in these self-aware streets.